Assalamualaikum. So last week we kicked off this weekly coaching series and today is part 2. Last week we talked about identifying our values and how they relate to our health, fitness, wellness, and all that. So today it's going to be about behavior-based goals and implementation intentions. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the first video, please watch the first video. Last week you worked on identifying your top 3 values as they pertain to your body, health, and fitness, right? So this week we're moving on to the next phase of the goal setting process, setting your behavior-based goals and your implementation intentions for the next 4 weeks. So let's see, there we go. Consider your outcome-based goal. Now you'll recall outcome-based goals are where you'd like to end up, right? Some examples of outcome-based goal are losing X pounds or kilos, doing some amount of push-ups, gaining muscle, getting stronger, losing body fat, and so on, right? Now, exclusively focusing on outcome-based goals isn't always helpful or productive because you can't always control the outcome. The outcome is based on your efforts. And usually, you know, we always say like, oh, the outcome is in Allah's hands. But the outcome is also based on your efforts. So that said, keeping your outcome-based goal in mind can help you determine where you'd like to go. Step 2 of our goal-setting process is identifying 1 or 2 outcome-based goals for the next 12 weeks. Now, use caution when pinning specific numbers to this timeline since it's unlikely you'll be able to control all the factors that affect your ability to meet outcome-based goals, right? Illnesses, life gets in the way, work schedule changes. Some days you're not feeling up to it. So we usually, one of the biggest reasons we fail is that we just set like a really big ideal. And that's what we want to avoid doing. We want to be realistic and successful. So instead, think about how you want to feel 12 weeks from now and use that to guide you through the rest of your goal setting process. My slides are a little bit out of order. Let's see, here we go. Step 3 is to set your behavioral or behavior-based goals. Now that you're clear on your values and outcome-based goal and know how you want to feel 12 weeks from today, let's explore behavior-based goals, okay? I would like you to drop your values in the comments below and drop the 1 or 2 outcome-based goals that you've chosen. So for me, for the next 12 weeks, I want to be able to do a full back bend. That's one goal. And the second is I want to lose 5% of my body fat. All right. Behavior-based goals are the specific action steps you're ready, willing, and able to take towards your desired outcome. Let me just blow this up for you guys. Okay. So how does that work? So if your outcome-based goal is your destination and your values are your compass or North Star, then your behavior-based goals are the navigation directions that will get you where you want to go. Okay, so for example, if your outcome-based goals over the next 12 weeks is to feel stronger and more energized, your behavior-based goals might look like this, right? Getting to bed by 10 p.m. at least 5 nights a week to ensure you get enough sleep, resistance training twice a week. Or if your outcome-based goal over the next 12 weeks is to feel more ease with nutrition choices, then your behavior-based goals might be prioritizing 10 minutes a day for my coaching, listening to some videos, and aligning yourself and your mindset. Regarding nutrition, the second thing could be planning and prepping your food twice a week so you have healthy foods on hand ready to go. My meal prep days are usually Sunday or Monday, depending on when the groceries coming, and Thursdays, right? So I have this in my schedule. I know that's when I'm going to be cooking, and until then, I just have to have enough food or have enough food or food options available to me so that I don't fail myself, right? I have to make it easy for myself. How do you know which behavior-based goal to start with, right? That's the big question. So the first thing is to start making a list of all the behavior-based goals you can think of that would help you feel the way you want to feel 12 weeks from now. It's like a brain dump. Look through your list and mark the ones that align with your values. Pretty sure I have a slide on that. Sorry, I didn't realize that my slides just messed up and I'm missing some here. All right, that's okay. I'll just type it up and add it to my notes. So our goals align with your values, feel like they are an easy win, you are ready and willing to work on, are realistic to begin working on right now with your other obligations. This is so important because we often have goals that are so difficult, and we're like, how do you even start? Because the goal is huge and we haven't broken it down into little steps. Okay, so align with your values, feel like there'll be an easy win, you are ready and willing to work on, and are realistic to begin with right now with your current obligations. So if you don't eat vegetables most days of the week, you can't go from eating vegetables 7 days a week. That's how most diet programs, meal plans, and all that fail you, because it's so drastic. It's too much. You already have life going on. Okay, so continue narrowing down your list until you have identified 1 or 2 behavior-based goals you're ready to act on. These are behavior-based goals you'll focus on for the next 4 weeks. Although it might be tempting to take on multiple behavior-based goals, doing so can result in overwhelm, which is precisely what we're trying to avoid here. Instead, start with just 1 or 2 behavior-based goals for the first 4 weeks. One of the reasons why I didn't pick up reducing my sugar habit, because I know that is much harder for me. But incorporating vegetables 5 out of 7 nights is easier. I just love my sugar, and I don't mind veggies, I just don't have them often, right? Because of the prep work. So now that's what I have set in order to help me drop my body fat percentage. Okay, if you can stick with your behavior-based goals at least 90% of the time, then and only then you may consider adding another behavior-based goal for the following 4 weeks, building up as you're able and willing to. Remember, ready, willing, and able. These are very important. Sometimes we're ready, but we're not able to because life, right? Sometimes we are not ready, but we know we can. Like, I know I'm not ready to give my sugar yet, but I'm actually able to. What's stopping me, right? It's just simply like not buying it. But my desire is still there. Like, the desire is what I have to fight. So that's why you have to be really careful, and you have to build your foundation based on, the foundation is built on the strongest pieces, and your strongest pieces are what you are ready, willing, and able to do. Okay, there is no rush. The most important thing is that you are consistent. And if at any time you add another behavior-based goal and notice that you become less consistent with the others, remove or adjust one of these goals to help keep things manageable. The most important thing with goal setting is to set realistic behavior-based goals that you are consistently achieving. Got it? Now, step number 4 is to set your implementation intentions. We understand this so well because we set intentions for everything as Muslims, right? We always do things in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to gain good. Similarly, your implementation intentions are your action plan, the specific details about how you'll achieve your behavior-based goals. So to do X, I will do Y and Z. Be as specific as possible. So using the example, if your outcome-based goal for the next 12 weeks is to feel stronger and more energized, and your behavior-based goals is to get to bed by 10 p.m. at least 5 nights a week to ensure enough sleep, and 2, resistance train twice a week, then your implementation intention might be like this. I will set an alarm on my phone for 9:30 p.m. Let's see. Here we go. I will set an alarm on my phone for 9:30 p.m. every night to remind me it's time to start getting ready for bed. I will resistance train 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5:30 to 6:15 p.m. Doesn't that make it so much better, so much easier? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not a chance and 10 being this is absolutely in the bag, how confident are you that you'll be consistent with your behavior-based goals? That's a real question for you. I would like you to answer that. Go ahead, drop it in the comments below. Now, using the same scale, how confident are you that you can achieve the implementation intentions you set for yourself? If either one is less than a 9, consider adjusting the frequency or the overall duration to make your implementation intentions more achievable. Okay, you can always add more. You can always add more, but it's important to set yourself up for success. As women, we get defeated so easily, so quickly. So success, even, with seemingly small things, builds momentum. Once you've outlined your implementation intentions, put them in your planner or calendar. So I have it on my phone here. I'm going to see if I can show it to you. And honor them like how you would honor at any appointment, okay? Any other appointment. So that just becomes really important. Now, here are your action steps. Going to make it super simple. Identify 1 or 2 outcome-based goals you'd like to achieve in 12 weeks. Remember, it can help to think about how you want to feel 12 weeks from now. Reflect on 3 values you identified in last week's lesson that we did. How do these outcome-based goals align with your values? Be as specific. Using these outcome-based goals, identify and write down 1 or 2 behavior-based goals that you're ready, willing, and able to start doing for the next 4 weeks to move towards your outcome-based goals. And lastly, identify and write down implementation intentions, which is your action plan for each of these behavior-based goals. So keep this information handy or type it in the comments below so you have a record and some accountability from me. And refer back to it, because next week we're going to continue to build on this. We're going to continue to work on our goal setting process. Okay, I'm going to give you a really specific example now of a goal setting process, I'll tell you a story. Okay, so this is Jasmine's story. So Jasmine has identified her value on her body, health, and fitness as freedom, connection, and growth. Her initial outcome-based goals were to gain strength and to make nutrition choices that improve her energy over the next year. So these goals align with her values. For example, getting stronger will open up more opportunities for Jasmine to explore new trails, which is her growth, and go on new adventures with friends, which is the connection. She'll also learn different tools and approaches to gain strength and improve her nutrition habits. Again, growth. So now let's see how Jasmine established behavior-based goals. So to improve her nutrition habit, Jasmine wants to eat more vegetables but hasn't set aside time to prepare them. She also wants to get stronger and knows that consistently lifting weights is essential. So she has decided that her 2 behavior-based goals are going to be eating veggies with dinner at least 5 nights a week. This is my goal too. And resistance train at least twice a week. So by eating veggies at dinner 5 times a night, Jasmine will move towards her outcome-based goal of improving her nutrition habits. And by consistently resistance training twice a week, she will gain strength, get stronger, right? So now, to ensure her success with behavior-based goals, Jasmine will set her implementation intentions. So the specific details about how she will make her behavior-based goals a reality. Her implementation intentions might be to eat veggies with at least 5 dinners a week. So she'll say, I'll stop at the grocery store on my way home from work at 5 p.m. on Monday and Thursday, and I'll spend 20 minutes batch cooking veggies as soon as I get home. She says, I'll resistance train every Tuesday and Friday before work from 9 to 9:45 a.m. and I'll lay out my workout clothes and set the coffee pot timer the night before. So Jasmine will focus on her 2 behavior-based goals for 4 weeks. If she's at least 90% consistent with those goals, she's ready to add another one for the next 4 weeks. If she's unable to stay consistent with the behavior-based goal at least 90% of the time, she will reconsider the goal and adjust it until she can be 90% consistent for 4 weeks. Isn't that an amazing plan? That really is an amazing plan. So go ahead, drop in the comments below what your implementation intentions for your outcome-based or your behavior-based goals are going to be. Hold yourself accountable. Use this as a tool. Use the group as a tool to hold yourself accountable and actually, become successful. I want to see you changing little by little every single week, and by the end of it, it's going to be a massive change. You will be surprised with your transformation. Don't be fooled by the value of just listening to, I would say, free information, okay? Because this is the exact goal setting process that is taught in coaching programs to help us change our mindset, our views, our relationships with food, and how we approach dieting in general. All right, that's it. That's all I have from me, and I will see you in next week's coaching video. Assalamu alaikum.